Think about Al Capone for a second. I bet a few associations spring to mind, like mob violence, corruption, and criminal protection rackets. Whatever you know about the famous gangster, you probably don't think of him as a good guy or public benefactor. But one man did: Capone himself. In this video, I will share with you 5 great ideas from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. These ideas provide timeless advice on building relationships, improving social skills, and positively influencing others. So let's begin with first one: no more criticism. Back to Al Capone's story. As he was saying about himself, "I have spent the best years of my life giving people the lighter pleasures, helping them have a good time, and all I get is abuse, the existence of a hunted man." The notorious mobster who terrified Chicago believed that, deep down, he was a good man. Well, like Al Capone, we tend to believe we're in the right, no matter what we've done. If we find it hard to criticize ourselves, just think how much harder it is to handle criticism from others. When people are criticized, they often feel attacked, take it personally, and naturally try to defend themselves. They might even hold grudges against the person who criticized them, no matter how good the intentions were. But sometimes people do need guidance to improve or make changes. So, if criticism doesn't work, what does? The answer is praise. Everyone wants to feel valued, and a few kind words can be much more effective than complaints or negative feedback. Take Charles Schwab, a highly successful business leader, for example. He believed that his success was due to his approach to people. He avoided criticizing them as much as he could, and instead focused on offering praise. This encouraged people to work harder, made them feel appreciated, and led to better relationships overall. Second, the important person. Imagine this: you come home after a long workday, open the door, and your puppy runs to greet you. She's wagging her tail and bouncing around with joy, and you can't help but smile. If you have a dog, you know why people love them. They make us feel loved and happy. Dogs are amazing companions because they show their affection so openly. We can learn a lot from dogs, especially when it comes to making friends easily. So how can we show friendliness like a dog does when meeting someone new? First, stop trying to be impressive. People are usually more interested in themselves than in others. So, if you want to connect with someone, focus on showing interest in them. Show that you're genuinely happy to meet them by smiling, using their name, and greeting them warmly. This will make them feel welcome and valued. But don't stop at being warm and friendly. To truly make a good impression, make people feel important. A landscaping inspector learned this lesson in a seminar. One day, he complimented a client on his prized dogs, which led to a long conversation about the client's passion for dog breeding. The inspector's genuine interest not only helped him build a strong professional relationship, but also earned him a special gift: a purebred puppy. When you show genuine interest and make others feel valued, you'll often build strong connections and receive kindness in return. Third, be a good listener. During the American Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln invited an old friend to the White House for advice. Lincoln spent hours talking through his plan to free enslaved people in the South, going over the pros and cons of each decision. In the end, he thanked his friend and sent him home without getting any actual advice. What Lincoln really needed wasn't advice. He just needed someone to listen. Just like Lincoln, we all value people who listen well, but good listeners can be hard to find. Most of us prefer talking about ourselves, our successes, worries, and experiences. But focusing only on ourselves is not the way to make friends. In fact, it can push people away. To make a good impression and win people over, do the opposite. Encourage them to talk about themselves and listen closely to what they say. If you want to befriend a new coworker, Ask open-ended questions that they'll enjoy answering. For example, ask how they're finding their new role, or if they have any favorite hobbies. And really listen. If you seem distracted, it's better not to ask questions at all. Theodore Roosevelt understood this approach well. He would research topics that interested his guests before meeting them, so he could have a thoughtful conversation on something they enjoyed. This made people feel valued and helped him make connections easily. While you don't need to go that far, you can still show interest by asking questions, listening closely, and giving others a chance to talk about themselves. Over time, this will become a habit, and making friends will feel natural and easy. Fourth, the power of empathy. Jay Mangum found himself in a tough spot. He worked for an elevator maintenance company and needed to schedule a full day of repairs at a hotel. But the hotel manager only wanted the elevator shut down for 2 hours. What did Jay do? Instead of insisting on his need for more time, he paused to understand the manager's perspective. Jay acknowledged that the manager wanted to keep hotel guests happy, but he explained that delaying the repairs would eventually lead to even longer, more disruptive work. Seeing this, the manager agreed to the full-day repair. Jay succeeded because he understood the manager's real concern, pleasing his guests. By showing he understood this, Jay could explain why doing the repairs now was the best choice in the long run. This example shows the power of empathy. Trying to see things from someone else's perspective can help resolve conflicts, build goodwill, and make people more likely to agree with you. Most people appreciate empathy. In tense situations, a simple phrase like, "I completely understand where you're coming from," can make a big difference. Being empathetic doesn't just help others. It can also help you manage your own frustrations. When you understand what's driving someone's actions, you're more likely to feel patient and less upset. Next time someone's behavior irritates you, take a moment to see it from their point of view. Why might your coworker be struggling? Is there something kind you could do to help? Showing understanding isn't always easy, but it's usually far more effective than getting angry. Fifth, set the bar high. Ruth Hopkins, a fourth-grade teacher from Brooklyn, New York, had a surprise on the first day of school. She'd been assigned a new class and saw that Tommy, the school's biggest troublemaker, was now one of her students. Although Tommy was smart, he was known for being disobedient, and his last teacher had constantly complained about him. How would Ruth handle him? Thankfully, she had a plan. On the first day, Ruth complimented each student in the class. When she got to Tommy, she looked at him and said she'd heard he was a natural leader. She added that she was counting on him to help make their class the best among all the fourth graders that year. With this positive reputation to live up to, Tommy's behavior quickly improved. This story shows how powerful praise can be. People love to be complimented, and they don't want to disappoint those who believe in them. By giving someone a good reputation to live up to, you reward them for what they've done and set a high standard for the future. If you want someone to develop a quality, act as if they already have it. For example, if you want your child to be more generous, praise her for sharing with others and tell her you see her as a kind, giving person. A dentist, Dr. Martin Fitzhugh, used this approach with his office cleaner. He noticed her work wasn't as thorough lately. A patient had pointed out a dirty metal cup holder which reflected poorly on his office. Instead of criticizing her, Dr. Fitzhugh wrote a kind note thanking her for her hard work and attention to detail. He also mentioned he'd pay extra if she ever needed more time to handle small details like the cup holder. The result? The cleaner's work improved significantly, and she never had to work overtime. Praising others and letting them know they're appreciated not only encourages them, but also motivates them to keep up the good work. Making this a habit will help you make new friends and strengthen your relationships with others. That was it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you found my video helpful, please leave your like and subscribe to my channel.